Salut, c'est Falkenbax et on se retrouve aujourd'hui avec Gérald pour la 4ème partie de ce cycle Ténèbres. Donc évidemment hors caméra, je n'ai rien pu faire vu que c'est scripté. Donc là pour rappel, on a vaincu l'espèce de grosse masse de garde juste ici. Les portes vous pouvez pas les ouvrir, quoi je vais vérifier que je peux vraiment pas les ouvrir. Voilà, syndrome de la porte inouvrable, vous le connaissez tous. Ah, ma souris est coincée, ce serait un peu dommage.
You have just become the most titled witcher in the world. And the wealthiest.
I'll remind you of that when this is all over, sire.
See, Vernon? Geralt succeeded.
Lucky he did. The priest was downright discourteous and went off to meet his gods.
I saw Scoia'tael on the river.
Where? How many? What colors did they wear?
Plough the elves. We'll tend to them later. The monastery awaits.
Alors petit détail, lorsque Gérald a dit j'ai vu des Scoia'tael sur la rivière, là il y a Vernon Roach qui a fait combien il y en avait, etc. Et je sais pas si vous avez remarqué, mais Foltest, il a levé les yeux au ciel, mais du genre, mais merde, j'en ai rien à cirer, et justement, il le dit juste après. Et ça, c'est un détail que je trouve mais magnifique, on voit, c'est pas des expressions figées, et ce point-là, enfin juste ce point, ce détail, genre, oh là là, qu'est-ce qui m'emmerde avec ces elfes, l'autre idiot, et ben ça montre à quel point le jeu, il est peaufiné, mais à un niveau assez exceptionnel. Je crois que je vais le dire 10 fois par vidéo, mais c'est pas grave, The Witcher 2 mérite tout le respect qu'on lui doit. Surtout venant d'un studio aussi, entre guillemets, petit.
Scoia'tael. This puzzle is beginning to come together, Geralt. You're either telling the truth or weaving a very convincing lie. I want to hear the rest. Foltest bastards. The Solar. What happened?
We might have arrived at the same time if not for tales.
Be specific, Witcher.
Well, the archpriest told the truth.
His Majesty King Foltest of Temeria.
Arthur Tales, erstwhile Count of Nesvelt. I signed your sentence.
Yes, yet the Baroness saw fit to pardon me. An awkward situation, to be sure.
Anais and Boosie, where are they?
The royal children.
Don't test my patience, Tales, and I'll grant you a quick death.
Confess, Foltest, before the gods and the people. Boosie and Anais are the fruit of your loins. Bow to the gods and admit the truth.
You may not have noticed, Tales, but I just took this town.
Aided by murderers, sorcerers, and a mutant for whom nothing is holy.
This is hallowed ground. You will not raise your hand against a servant of the gods.
On peut lui mettre une baffe.
Where have you taken the children?
The Solar. They're in the Solar.
What is this? Blasphemy! Sorcerer's tricks!
Allez, badass mode.
Holy man unharmed and the noble gets slapped. A win-win situation, if ever I've seen one.
Quand vous avez les sous-titres en anglais, c'est encore plus drôle.
Damn, I've seen a
La
sight go
version
awry.
française, comme je vous l'avais dit avec Foltest au début, quand il dit ses gros mots dans la tour, dans sa tour de siège, les sous-titres en anglais, enfin le jeu en anglais, est largement plus drôle et moins censuré que la version française.
Tops.
Tops what?
The world's in a whirl.
Tops all.
Quoi?
Stinking murderer. I remember Blaviken.
Alors évidemment, ils vont vous lancer des trucs en pleine tête que vous ne savez pas vu que Gérald est amnésique. Ça l'arrange bien d'ailleurs. Comme il disait avec les bandits au début, j'ai perdu la mémoire. Enfin, j'aime bien, j'ai quand même baffé un compte quasiment devant leurs yeux et eux, rien à cirer. Ils s'amusent comme des fous à prier.
The dragon's back! I can't. You saved my life again. Ask what you will of me, Witcher. Within reason, of course.
I need to leave, sire. I'd like Triss Merigold to come with me, if she wants.
Are you blind? She's enamored with you. You may leave, and none shall stop you. You have my word.
Alors évidemment, fouillez tout. Le jeu est scripté en 3 actes, donc vous ne pouvez pas revenir à l'acte 1 lorsque vous aurez fini l'acte 2, ce qui est logique. Alors là, je vous invite à monter le son. Je vais pas le modifier moi-même parce que ça va être encore une galère, désolé. Sur ce thème musical qui est à tomber par terre. Voilà ici. Et donc il est à 4. À tomber par terre, sérieusement. Et encore, vous n'avez encore rien vu ce qui va se passer juste après.
Who goes there?
Foltest. I've come for my children. Geralt, wait here. You might scare them.
Ah, thanks be to the gods. My prayers are answered. Go, Boosie.
That's not my father.
But it is your king, boy. Bells, your triumph is complete. The city and fortress taken, sire. Time to thank the Forefather and the Mother Creatrix for this great victory.
A moment, blind man. I've not seen my children in 6 months. The gods can spare another minute. Listen to me. Your mother and I quarreled, but that is over. She was deceived. Evil men turned her against me. These men have been punished, and all will be well from now. No tears, Boosie. One day you'll be king, and kings do not weep.
Armed men approach, sire. Children, go to the refectory.
My knights will soon be here. You must meet them, for one day you will rule them. Boosie, go wash your face. They must not see that you wept.
There's a bucket of water in the next room.
Nice. Help your brother.
Sire, let us pray.
They must look like the royal children they are.
They have your eyes, sire.
Alors, moment, mais d'une... de la mise en scène, il y a de la musique, il y a de l'émotion, il y a des enfants qui pleurent, il y a des rois qui crèvent, et des gros baraqués avec des yeux jaunes. Cette scène, elle est magnifique, je trouve.
Ah, I suppose that's the extent of what you'll give me.
Does this mean I'm free?
Foltest, King of Temeria, has been murdered. Unfortunately for you, you're the only suspect.
The murderer outsmarted you, so I'm to rot in this dungeon.
Oh, no danger of you rotting. You'll hang.
Convince them otherwise.
I have no influence over the court.
What if someone vouched for me?
You have a witness.
I was thinking of Triss.
Was she not your lover? Who knows? But it's common knowledge she is.
What happened to her?
Oh, she's fine. She's been invited to the next meeting of the Council of Regents.
What's the situation in Temeria?
The Council of Regents has convened to restore order. That means three things. Utter chaos will prevail, Visima will run dry of wine and strong drink, and the local whores will make a killing.
Is Triss participating in the meetings?
Indeed. Only to find out that she's no longer needed.
How do you know?
It's my business to know.
They want to run a kingdom without a sorceress?
They already have a kingdom without a king. They'll use every opportunity to get rid of her.
Who will rule?
The chief contenders are Count Maravel and Baron Kimbold, who already tussle for control of La Valette Castle.
What about Foltest's bastards?
The king's blood runs in their veins, so yes, they are entitled to the throne. Not some drooling nobles.
Foltest told me a lot about you.
If not for him, I'd be a drunk or a vagrant. Foltest did more for me than my father ever did. But then my father did exactly nothing, for I never even met him. In any case, I'll not rest until the murderer is punished.
Tell me how you serve, Vernon.
I carry out orders others are incapable of executing.
For fuck's sake, you command the Blue Stripes. Do something. The real murderer is free, and he's further and further away with every hour you spend prancing around in here.
I find the Killer Monk story unconvincing.
I don't claim he was a monk. He was wearing a frock, though. He sailed off in a boat with some Scoia'tael.
Would you recognize him?
No problem. A mountain of meat. Never seen anyone bigger.
What would you do if you escaped?
I'd go have a beer.
Are you trying to annoy me?
Vernon, if I escaped, you'd be the last to learn my plans.
Let me tell you a story.
I hate stories.
There was once a witcher who was accused of murdering a monarch.
Wrongly accused.
The charges against him were very serious, and only one man could help him.
Let me guess. A handsome prince.
The commander of the Blue Stripes. Sadly, the Witcher refused his help and was hanged.
I prefer happy endings.
Vernon, il est vraiment à mourir de rire par moment. Vraiment.
Then help me, Geralt.
What do you want from me, Roach? I already told you it wasn't me. On top of that, I don't know who's behind it, and frankly, I don't really give a damn. Could have been anyone as I see it. King Demavend, even.
Demavend is dead.
Is that true?
He was murdered.
Uh-huh. I did that too.
You were in Vizima at the time. I checked.
My doppelganger was in Vizima. I have 3 of them.
I'm no fool.
You sure act like one.
I'm to learn who killed the king, and I will.
You know I didn't, but you need to prove a point. Sons of whores like you would rather hang an innocent man than admit failure.
Don't ever call me a whore's son again. Another prisoner killed while trying to escape.
Yes, sir.
You died. Donc vous voyez, certains choix sont vraiment... Après c'est le seul choix que j'ai découvert qui permet de mourir en fait. Et le reste, bah, je sais absolument pas... Je ne sais pas comment mourir. Enfin, je veux dire en tant que dialogue.
Does this mean I'm... They who? What about? For I don't. He's which no problem. I'd go after the Kingslayer.
You know where to look for him?
Some Scoia'tael helped him escape. That's where I'd start. I expect you might know this particular group of elves.
How'd you work that out?
They wore blue striped masks. Trophies, I expect.
Yorveth's commando. I know where to find them. We've a trail to follow after all.
If you want to start over and take it easy this time, get me some food.
Now that you mention it. Vess! Bring us food and drink.
Shame you didn't think of that earlier.
It's your own fault, Geralt. Your fate is in your hands. Thank you.
Never heard of women serving in the Special Forces.
Vess is one of my best people.
How'd she wind up in the Blue Stripes?
I pulled her from the paws of the Scoia'tael. Just 16 when they torched her village and slaughtered everyone. The unit commander took a liking and spared her. One last thing. This file is about one Geralt of Rivia.
And Foltest's death?
Actually, Geralt's death. The report details events from 5 years ago. Rivia. Population 1,234. In that, 253 non-humans. September the 25th, 1268. A riot erupts. A massacre ensues. The streets run with the blood of elves and dwarves. One person finds the courage to face the raging crowd. During the rioting, 76 non-humans perished, including the witcher Geralt of Rivia. Stabbed in the chest with a pitchfork by a man of whom we know only that his name was Rob, and he owed 3 crowns at the local tavern. Yennefer of Vengerberg dies trying to heal the witcher. The bodies of Geralt and the sorceress are taken away by a mysterious young girl with ashen hair. Their place of internment remains unknown.
I remember. Rivia. Yennefer.
What just happened?
I saw my own death.
And the rest? Have you regained all your memory?
That's all. I just remember the end.
Vess! Interrogation's done. Restrain the prisoner. I'll take the key. I sail upriver at dawn. Guards will collect you in 5 minutes. Eat. You'll need your strength.
Not yesterday, he was a hero pretty much. Everyone's man.
Personally saw him cut down 20 men in the blink of an eye, so it's no surprise.
See him dashing along those walls? Can't rightly say I ever saw his sword the blade move so fast.
I thought that beast would tear him to bits when it came out of the clouds.
Delayed don't mean denied. Hangman'll do that tomorrow. What say we, teach him a lesson for what he did to Foltest?
Guard! Come here, good man.
Why are you hollering? Do that again and we'll shut you up.
How long are you going to keep me in here?
Can't wait to see the hangman, eh? Don't worry, tomorrow's your big day.
I can't wait to see him skinned alive.
You wouldn't say that if these bars weren't here.
Is that so? Let's see. Rip your guts out!
Et donc voilà, donc là le fameux troisième mini-jeu, hein, le pugilat, que vous pourrez faire comment ah ouais, carrément que vous pourrez faire à Flotsam, donc la ville du chapitre 1. Pourquoi c'est marqué? Peut-être avoir récupéré mon équipement. Ah mais non, oui c'est vrai. Mon équipement, je vais le récupérer. Uniquement lorsque je serai à la fin de cet endroit. Une petite sauvegarde pour la route. Encore là, ça va être une petite séance soi-disant d'infiltration. Pourquoi il y a marqué voilà, donc vous pourrez assommer les gardes donc sans les alerter le moins du monde. Oui d'ailleurs, la matraque a les mêmes gestes que l'épée normale. C'est un peu étrange, mais c'est comme ça. Donc là évidemment, n'hésitez pas à prendre tout ce qui traîne. Il n'y avait pas un garde? Peut-être j'ai rêvé. Ok. Alors qu'est-ce que je peux faire à ce niveau-là? Ouais, à mon avis c'est comme ça. Je coupe la vidéo pour voir si j'ai bien investi mon point. Et oui, apparemment, les professionnels conseillent aux gens de mettre un point en parade.
All right, darling. Finally alone. Just you and me. Not very romantic, I'll admit, but leave you me. You'll be well satisfied when I'm done.
Don't touch me!
Anyone there? Witcher on the loose! After him!
Alors ce qu'il faut savoir c'est que la matraque a un fort taux de stun. Donc vous pouvez enchaîner les étourdissements. Donc là en mode normal. Quoi? Qu'est-ce que tu veux l'elfe? Donc désolé, petite coupe au montage. Donc j'arrête la vidéo ici, ça va faire demi-heure. Donc je vais pas continuer la vidéo. Je vais pas continuer la vidéo, sinon ça va encore faire une vidéo de 45 minutes et j'aimerais éviter ça. Donc là, vu que je peux éviter vu que je peux éviter cette longueur, je vais le faire. Donc j'espère que ça vous a plu, si ça vous a pas plu, dites-le, ça m'aidera pour mes prochaines vidéos. N'hésitez pas à visiter ma page Facebook, n'ayez pas peur. Et donc je vous souhaite à très bientôt pour une prochaine vidéo. Allez, salut!